All right, Jam Box Breaks here. It's the 29th of April, 10:05 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing 2016 Hobby Bowman Baseball. Full case break, guys. List the rules real quick. Multiplayer hits, guys. There's not many, but if we do get them, if they're on different teams, we'll use random.org to determine the owner, father-son autos, or that multiplayer book, which we'll never pull, but I'm hoping to. Everything is logo represented in this. There's no panini points because it's Topps products. There are redemptions. I believe it's only Meta. But if we pull any other redemptions, obviously it goes to what team they're on. All right. Here we go. We got Jake with the D-backs. Braves go to Tyler. Chris with the Orioles. Red Sox go to Michael. Jake with the White Sox. Cubs go to Brady. Rob with the Reds. Robert with the Indians. I'm missing teams here. Rockies go to Jake. Blake with the Tigers. Astros go to Jonathan. Jake with the Royals. Angels go to Sean. Jason with the Dodgers. Marlins go to Brandon. Jordan with the Brewers. Twins go to Jason. Rob with the Mets. Yankees go to Benny. Jake with the Athletics. Phillies go to Nick. Jason with the Pirates. Padres go to Ricky. Rodney with the Giants. Mariners go to Bradley. And Cardinals go to Bradley. Tampa and Rangers go to Jake. Bradley with the Blue Jays. And Nationals go to Andrew. Jake, I know Sarah's pissed that you took her Rangers, so watch. We're going to pull that Von Rodriguez. So she said if we pull it, she's driving herself off a bridge because that's what she's chasing. And you took them out from under her. Yeah, the Lucky Redemption, that'll be, I'll just have to do that as a random. Unless you guys want me to hold it until we figure out who it goes to. I have a feeling it's going to be Trevor Story. So it'll be a Rockies hit. I'm pretty positive that's who it's going to be. They always do stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see who it is, I guess, when it comes out. You won't know for like 6 months. And then everyone will be chasing this product again to get those. They're tough to get. I don't think I've ever pulled one. Oh, I did pull one last year, actually. Ended up being Hank Aaron out of Topps Finest. But we already knew who it was when we pulled it. Alright guys, 12 boxes. 1 auto per box, sometimes 2. Usually Bowman has 1 extra, so we should have at least 13 hits. It's not guaranteed, but that's the way it's been happening. And then one more hobby, guys. One more hobby, and it's back to Jumbo. And I'll tell you what, Jumbo's been hitting really well this year. It's watered down still, but it has been hitting very well for some people. And I think our first one was pretty good, but only because we hit that blue with Moncada. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun. It's great to see all you guys here on a Friday night. It just shows you guys have no lives just like me. We are all old men with baseball cards here. First box. Guys, all mail went out today except for last night's break. That'll go out tomorrow. If we don't break that other case tonight, which I don't think we are, we still have 8 teams left, or we don't break that football, then I will get this sorted tonight and get it out too. No, the Lucky won't be a Moncada because Moncada's already in the product. If I were you, I'd watch this break over going to Comic-Con. Comic-Con has a bunch of hot chicks, but there's also a bunch of nerds. It is fun to go make fun of the people in the outfits, though, when they're leaving the building. I was in Baltimore one weekend during Comic-Con. And let me tell you, man, there's some freaks at those places all running around the streets when it let out. I was dying. Those costumes, though, man, they did a good job on them. The ones I saw. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, them nerdy girls are sexy in those outfits. Well, there's a lot of hot chicks in those outfits, man. I would go just for that viewing pleasure. I pulled... well, who wants a regular Moncada refractor auto when you can pull colors? The 14 Bryant had regular refractors and had chrome refractors, just regular chrome. Moncada's been having a shit ton of color. We pulled a blue. I've seen orange. I've seen shimmers. So he won't be the Lucky Redemption. It might be Carlos Correa. I have a feeling it'll be Trevor Story. They usually wait to see who's hot and then they do it. Or sometimes it's stupid. Like 1 year it was Jose Abreu, like in 2014. Who cares? There were so many of his autos coming out to begin with. But who cares? They usually should do it as a person that's not in the set. They'll usually pick someone later at a later date. What up, Rodney? All right, starting off with some orange paper. We got Yadier Alvarez for the Dodgers out of 25. Going to Jason. Jason, you had the Dodgers twice? Let me make sure my list is right here. I don't remember you getting the Dodgers again. I guess you did. All right, let me just put in Bowman, hobby, number 3. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I gotta get back in my rhythm. Hold up. DJ Stewart mystery auto? I doubt that, man. I'd be pissed if it was. Tell you what, I must have the whole rainbows for this already. Since he doesn't have autos, it's a lot easier to do. I just gotta get supers now and the reds. I think I got everything except for the supers and the reds. I'm hawking eBay like crazy. Even when they say best offer, I'm just clicking buy. And there's jumbo 5x7s in this. I didn't know that. There's a gold one there right now for 45 best offer. I did throw in a best offer for that. He hasn't responded. I'm not paying $45 for that. It's not like it's anything that great. I paid $20 for the regular. 5x7s are a pain in the ass anyway. Ty Glass now, top 100. I get back in my rhythm. Give me a box or two. I'll be back sliding through it. It does take skills to go left to right, left to right, left to right. Again, guys, only Chrome's shipping is stated in the post. If you have not read that by now, all Chrome and all hits and numbered and blah, blah, etc. will get shipped to you. And colored paper. What about Glass now? I don't think Glass now's in this product, is he? I think so. I can't remember. Jeff Bagwell. All right. Jorge Lopez, top 100. Feed looks like it's running smooth as anything tonight. At least on my end it is. All right, J.P. Crawford and Jake Thompson. I thought it was going to be green. I hate these colored borders that aren't actually colored. It messes with you. Go on the Phillies. All right, Bowman, where's our auto? Starting off with a Trey Mancini. Baltimore, going to Chris D. That's what you asked for. There you go, sir. You asked me for Mancini, and there you go. Second Mancini we pulled. Tell you what, the Mets are due for a hit. We have not hit anything with the Mets yet. A couple teams. Padres, Mets. Rockies. Rockies haven't hit either. Rockies needed Brendan Rodgers to deliver. Well, it doesn't mean we won't get a color, but so far you got a base of them. I've been noticing doubles of one player per case, it seems like, and one's a color, one's not, or one's a refractor. AJ Reed out of 299, or out of 250. Going to the Astros. Purple refractor. Any DJ Stewart I don't have, guys? Well, I don't have any chance if Chris gets it. All right, JD Martinez out of 150 on the blue paper. Detroit. So pull the super, buddy. We're working something here. It's like that in Bowman every year. You get one, you usually get one chrome. It's usually like that in hobby and jumbo. You get one chrome of the person, and you're automatically going to get a color of one of them again. AJ Reed, top 100. Which would be a stud. No, it's more than 2 color. It's been like 4 or 5 in the hobby. It's been pretty much the same as last night wasn't, but it's been pretty much the same as Jumbo in terms of color, man. It really hasn't been that big of a difference. I just mixed that up. Hold on. All right. It hasn't been that much of a difference. It really hasn't. Except you're just getting more autos in the Jumbos. Yeah, color autos. It's been about 4 to 5 usually on average. Pete's hob. What he only do 1? He had a nice Jumbo last night. I saw those hits that he pulled. Well, I don't know if it was last night or not. He's busted a ton. He's got a full on out Bowman rune. That's his specialty every year. Me, I don't want to post 30 cases and bust 30 cases. I know I already got guys in the room tired of it. I don't think we've ever done this many. Usually we do about 2 or 3 and move on, but there's nothing to move on to. That's why I ordered so many. I was planning on Finest coming after this. That's what I was planning on. Yeah, I have noticed that too. Moncana base auto, and then it has a super with it. But it's not a super auto. It's been a super regular. I pulled a Moncada blue. I didn't get any supers. I think it's the base. When you get a base of them, you end up getting a regular super, not an auto super though. Nice, man. I told you basketball is nice. Shitty ass team of the Pistons, and you get $55 for a crappy player with that nice patch. I told you. You guys don't know how basketball sells yet. But we are getting NT basketball, but I don't think it's coming out till June now. I got pushed back. I'm doing random teams. No more pick your team on basketball. It takes too long to fill. Guys, if you don't like basketball and you want to make money, that's the break to get into. It is very expensive. It's the most expensive NT product out there for sports. But it is, you can hit some monsters. You can make thousands on some of them RPAs. It's crazy. Those foreigners eat that shit up on eBay. Dude, I love basketball. I like playoffs and I like the products. I don't like watching it all year, but I'll watch some LeBron. That's about it. Blake Griffin too. I like. I got basketball on in the background right now. Too lazy to change my channel. Is a draft going on right now? I know the Eagles don't have any drafts till like 3 days from now, so I'm not even watching it now. All right, for San Fran, we got Samuel Coonrod. Who the fuck's that? Rodney. Is he any good? Samuel Coonrod. Yeah, after the next jumbo I got up, after that last hobby fills, guys, and then the jumbo, and then that's it. I didn't order no more. Like I said, I had to buy 2 hobbies for every jumbo I bought, or trust me, I would have had more jumbos, just straight jumbos. But especially with my pricing on it, I mean, it's priced at retail. Grant Holmes, obviously this isn't because I have to pay retail for the hobbies. You get a good deal on the jumbos, but it all evens itself out, I guess. I fall for them gimmicks all the time buying stuff. I personally like hobby better. I don't like breaking hobby, but I like the generalization of hits usually in it. I haven't been too impressed with it this year. I mean, 2 to 3 good hits in hobby is generally good. The first one I liked last night was had a couple nice hits, but Toussaint going to the Braves out of 150 on the blue paper. Hey Jason, that hit you got last night and made us selling for 180. I saw the base auto redemption. I saw him go for 220, 180. Did all right with them. And you got the gold paper of them out of 50. He did go to the Dodgers last night. No, it's not up yet, man. I'm not putting it up until that hobby's gone. See, the thing is, if I put too many up at one time, man, it stalls. Like when I got 2 up at a time, it stalls. Aku, Illinois. Number to 499 a refractor for A's. Eagles are picking now. They don't have a second rounder. Do they trade up to get it, or are they in the 3rd round? I don't even think they have a 3rd round. I thought they just have 1st and 4th this year, and up. I hope we have another auto in this box. I hate when you hit the auto right off the bat. Oh, I didn't think they had a 3rd rounder. I thought they only had a 4th. Bryce Harper orange. There we go. Washington. It is a paper. Going to Andrew. Nice hit, dude, out of 25. It is paper, but probably pay for close to your spot price, if not more right now with the way he's playing and selling. Right now, he's number 1 on the hot list for selling. I don't know if you guys follow that, guys, but look on Cardboard Connection. It gives you the top guys that are selling. That's when you want to break out the dust off some cards and start getting rid of it when you see the names of them guys in the top 5. That means that's what everyone's looking for. It's pretty accurate. Trevor Story's moved to the back finally. Thank God. Same with Kobe, which kind of sucks because I got a lot of Kobe's and they're not selling now. Priced them too high. Oh, we might have some red. We might have some red. I don't know if that's red or not. It might just be faking me out, these Take-Two shits. Yeah, it is. Damn it. Michael Fulmer and Derek Hill. Faked me out. Detroit. Take-Two insert. Refractor. All right, we got Ryan Braun on the black. Silver, whatever they're called. It's not a 101. I guess 101's more silver. I haven't hit one yet. I haven't seen any either. All right, Hunter Harvey, top 100. Chipper Jones. I want to pull this super. That's what I want to pull. Would be pretty neat. And we already went through this chrome. Good, man. I'll be with him all day tomorrow, so I won't be around much tomorrow, guys. His flight was late today, so Williamson, I was able to get on for a little bit, but I had my kids all day, so I couldn't break this early anyway, as much as I wanted to. My son's not a problem. It's the 2-month-old. It's hard to. I can't let her go. I can't break with her. Rafael Bautista, Washington, out of 150. A couple more months, I'll be able to. Yeah. Yeah, he lives in Los Angeles, Hollywood. I call him Hollywood. He's all in the movie scenes, making movies and directing and shit. 34 out of 150. We don't have much in common, man. I mean, we're brothers and all, but it's just kind of whatever. 2 different lives, man. I'm the younger brother, but he's more established money-wise. I'm more established, like, with family and all that. So, totally different lifestyles, I should say. Good dude. Don't go with his life. We're just not as close as I wish we could be. But that's what happens when you live 2 opposite sides of the United States. You lose touch, whether it's a friend, family member, whatever. It just happens. All right, Bowman. We need some color autos now. 2 base autos. West Side. Roddy, where do you live? I forget. Where do you live in Cali? I have your address. I just don't remember. I plan on going out there soon. I've never been. I really want to go out there and see some baseball games. Northern. Yeah, he lives in the heart of all the fake people, man. I don't want to go to LA. Everyone's fake. wannabe movie stars. Yeah, I got two buddies out there that one's really famous now as a comedian. He's doing really well out there. And then my other buddy from high school, he's following the same footsteps as him because they were really good friends. So he's going to, I'll lose touch with him too. It is what it is, man. I mean, you grow up and shit changes. You guys are more my friends than my real friends. It's pretty sad. So I spend more time talking to you guys than my own family. It's crazy. All right. Box 3. I'm not a big California man. I'm not a big California. I don't see the big deal. Like I said, I want to go out and see the games, you know, the fields, all that shit. Someone told me I don't have cards on camera all the time. I'm sorry, guys, but the camera sometimes moves up. That's why there's a top one. You can see exactly what the hell's going on. I actually had a PM about that. No one in my group, but someone said that I'm not showing them. I said, you're joking, right? I got 3 cameras on me. Fernando Perez out of 499. But the camera like moves on its own. I don't know how much better I can give you guys as a view. It's gonna be a shot right up my nose. Like, come on. You guys see that video I posted last night that Chris put in the room? I reposted. That is ridiculous. You woke me up, dude. My phone was going off. And I was like, God, what now? I tried to turn it off. And I was like, oh, now I gotta watch this. It's pretty funny. Nice boogies. It's been a while since I cleaned my nose. Just kidding. Alright, Bowman. Let's do this, Bowman. It seems like all the color's been in the second half. Every break. So first couple boxes we kind of fall asleep. Yeah, we're gonna get something huge tonight. We have to, man. We're due. Almeida was the biggest hit last night. I'll tell you what, guys. Seattle keeps staying on the board. I don't know if you guys looked, but that O'Neal kid's he's selling really well. I think I said that last night too. His base auto is selling in the 20s. Refractor auto is selling in the 30s. I mean, I don't know where it's at now, but I looked the other day when I pulled him because I had no clue who he was. Rafael Bautista out of 50 on the paper. Who hits bombs? That kid for Seattle? His colors are doing really well. Like I said, I had no clue who he was. I had to look him up. I've been looking up a couple of these guys. Some of them are actually doing really well in sales. I don't really follow prospects too much. You know, I follow a few, but I don't really get into a lot of them unless they're like my team or someone in my division. But some of these kids look pretty damn good. Rayo Mondesi, top 100. Of course, my guy's sucking, but that's okay. Bagwell. Once they change his swing and get him where he wants, maybe he'll hit even more bombs. Christian Stewart. I don't know why I'm naming that. It's just a base. Was it? Who else's super was pulled? Someone posted me. They have a super today. Oh, we got a huge hit coming up. I just saw gold and I thought we had a super. God, some big guy super was pulled today too. I don't remember. Well, guys, beginner's luck for somebody in the break. Aaron Blair, top 100. He's going to be hooked now. There you go, sir. Trey Turner, gold out of 50. Very nice. Andrew, welcome to Jam Box Break, sir. Huge hit. Nice. No problem, man. Seems like a lot of you guys did. Make sure you guys tell him that I'm sending you. I want him to realize that, nice hit, man. Trey Turner's a beast. Numbered 47 to 50. I thought I saw Super there and you're talking. That's why I had to peek. Make sure you tell him you're sending me. I want him, because I told him, you know, I send people to you, you send people to me, man. We've been good friends for a while. He's pretty well known as well, and I, you know, would like the favor turned back if I'm doing it for him. I'm doing a new design for the background because I don't really like the black anymore, and I'm gonna have his Facebook room on there. I think he knows. Like I made that post and you guys were all commenting on it, and I told him. Alex Young, blue out of 150 D-backs. So I assume most of you guys went in the room, and he's reasonably priced. There's one other cheaper guy, but he lives right there, so you know he doesn't pay shipping, so he's able to be a couple bucks cheaper. But he takes care. Steven will take care of you, man. He's not an ass. Good kid. Well, good guy, I should say. He's not a kid. All right, Torres and McKinney, turn 2. All right, Jason Hayward, first Cubby card. You look how photoshopped this is, guys. That is not real. Look at that patch on his thing. That's got to be a Photoshop. Out of 250. It's paper. Nice, man. I would love to do subs, guys, but the problem is it's I don't want to be responsible for your cards if something happens. Not only that, but I don't want to screw anything up, and I just don't want that responsibility, to be honest with you. I don't have the time for it. It's not like it takes a lot of time, but I got to fill out all the paperwork, make sure everything's perfect. No more Mazzara, top 100. You know, there's some stuff involved in it. Packing it up, making sure I ship it back to you guys, blah, 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 blah. I just don't want to deal with it. You missed a Trey Turner Gold. We're on box 4 already. You didn't miss anything for Boston. We did get Trey Turner Gold. Washington's been hitting well. I think in hobby, I'm gonna try and change a little bit of the price, or in the jumbo, I'm gonna change a little bit of the pricing. I think Washington's gonna go up because everyone else is getting $80, $90 for them. I have them priced at 40 in this. I think 45 and 50 in the jumbo. They're hitting really well. I think one break they didn't. But we've been getting Trey Turners almost every break. It seems that way anyway. But there's that other kid too, Rubles. I don't think it's a lot of work. It's tedious stuff that I don't want to. Like I said, man, if those cards get lost, what do I do? Like, at least if these were to get lost, so it's knock on wood, it's never happened. I don't have any wood to knock on, but I'll find some. There we go. At least I know, okay, I owe you your spot price back. But on a card that's like worth a couple $100, if I lose that, sorry, I don't want to pay that to you. Like, it's not my fault. Not that this is either, but it's my break, so I'm responsible for it. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be responsible for guys' cards. I just don't. I do my own submissions. I won't even send anybody's cards with mine. I just don't want to be responsible for it. Someone's going to pull that Moncada Super. I'm shocked it hasn't been pulled yet. All the cases that have been opened. If I pull a Super, it better be a big one and it better be an auto. And we better pull at least 2. I called 3, but it's not looking so good unless we pull 1 per case now. It's not looking so hot. I'll tell you what, one of the hobby cases felt lighter than the other. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. It felt lighter, which I don't know what that means, but it probably is the same, but it just felt, when I picked them up, when I was moving them the other day, it felt, you can tell the difference when you pick up stuff a bunch of times, that like sometimes it's really heavy, or sometimes it's felt, like, even if there's like, I don't know what it is, you just can feel, like I felt that 5-star we did the other night, I said it felt a lot heavier. And the Jackie Robinson wasn't even that heavy. It's just, you could feel the difference, I guess, if you're just picking them up all the time. You got a 7K offer for what? I told you, dude. You'll get 10 or more. Don't just sell it to somebody. I'm telling you. Throw it on eBay. 20 grand or best offer. There's high rollers looking for that card. You don't listen to me. Colby Allard. See, you went from 4 to 7 in 2 days. I told you not to do it yet, right? Out of 499 Braves. I'm telling you, put it on eBay, dude. There's people that don't care about money, and they will drop bank on that card. The only thing that sucks about eBay is you got fees, granted, but you're gonna get a high roller on there, dude. I put it all over Twitter, all over a bunch of Facebook rooms. It's people know it's been pulled now. Word spreads quick in this hobby. Tim Anderson, top 100. Trust me, it's spread quick. People want that card. If I know on Facebook they're going to just lowball you or try and trade you some bullshit for it, I think you can get at least 10 for it. I'm basing off of Jackie Robinson memorabilia, man. It has that's a game used bat of his. It's not a shitty bat of his. It's a game used. You saw that. Bill McKinney, it's the genuine. That means it was game used. He used that in the game. You can tell by looking at it. 128 at 250. Cubbies. I mean, I think all that stuff's fake, to be honest with you, anyway. But if you were to say anything, it's great. It's game used. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're getting under 10 because people want to flip it, man. I told him that before, Rodney. All right, Alex Reyes, turn 2 for St. Louis with Jack Flaherty. Exactly what I told him. All right, Chris Sale. This kid's beasting it right now. 250. Still selling for shit. White Sox. I don't understand. He's right now the best pitcher in baseball, and last year he started off the same, and he's selling for poop still. He should be killing every pitcher in sales, and he doesn't. Maybe because he's a White Sox. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah, I would get rid of it at 10. If someone gave me 10 for that, I'd sell it for 10. But I really think you can get 10 to 15 for that card. That's like an auction house card, man. Like that just made up for every bad break you've had with me. And some. And for the next 30 you have with me. Plus I have hit you some nice cards too. That Bryce Harper is a $500 card. That Corey Seager I pulled you or whatever it was. Schwarber you got 400 for. So you do hit some big cards. 2 Urias auto. Dude, people don't understand what that card's worth. Sal Romano, we pull him every break. Cincy. Gonna Rob. Not Robert. Rob. Base auto. So Cincy off the board. I'll tell you who would be interested. Gus would, but he doesn't. I don't think he has that kind of money to drop on a card. I mean, he claims he does, but I don't think he does. Not that much. He's a Yankees fan too, though. I don't think he would pay that for that. If it was Babe Ruth, he'd be all over it. But I don't think he will on Jackie. He's more of a Yankees dude. Phil Brickford. Problem is, there's no comps, man. I checked everywhere for you. There's no comps. And you can't compare Jackie Robinson to anybody else except for Babe Ruth, which I think in some cases Jackie would sell more. Jeff Conine. It's just the sheer fact that he was the first African-American to ever play the game. It just makes it valuable. Logan Allen, 250. He broke the color barrier. I mean, how much more famous can you get for that? Made the sport what it is. Dude, you can't find nothing. Dude, I looked for you, trust me. I was trying to find something. People would be like, oh, and it's just different from a bat knob. The bat barrels sell for double usually the bat knobs because it's an actual piece of the bat with their name on it. Even though it does look like it says Aki Bobinson because of the way they put the swoosh through the R with the O. It's kind of funny. I was really sad to see that go in the mail. I really wanted that card. Yeah, and it's DiMaggio. DiMaggio was great, don't get me wrong, but Jackie Robinson should sell for 5 times what DiMaggio sells for. Jake Bowers, just like Clemente. Clemente would kill what Mantle sells for. You know, even he'll beat what Ty Cobb sells for, and Ty Cobb sells for a shit ton of money. Scott Blewett, Kansas City, and a 150 on the blue paper. I mean, Ty Cobb sells better than all those guys, and he, besides Ruth. I mean, Ruth is the big dog. But I think that a real Jackie collector would pay more than what Ruth would sell. I mean, there's not even a Ruth on there to say what that sold for. I hate that eBay only goes back a certain amount of time. It used to go back forever. So you can actually look it up. Actually, you know what? Find someone with Beckett that has that subscription, Weber, that says they can check previous sales for eBay. Because all they have to do is type in Jackie Robinson bat and just go through it until they find the knobs or the barrels from previous years. And they can click it. It'll show the history and what one has sold for. But I don't think anyone's dumb enough to pay an extra $15 a month for that program when you can just go on eBay and look it up. But it does go back to the beginning of time. But I don't know if it'll do it on a 101. If any's ever been sold, I don't know if it'll do that. Yep, exactly. They're going to want that card. Listen, I pulled shitty Sammy Watkins. That was my first super, and everyone on Facebook was telling me it's a $500 card. Oh, it ain't shit. Oh, you might get $1,000. Listen, that thing was his first real super auto. It was Topps Finest. It was his first real one besides like Prism. So I got $1,900 for that 99-cent no reserve auction because some guy really liked Sammy Watkins and wanted that card. I mean, I wouldn't do an auction on that, though. I would just do best offer because you're going to miss... It might sit there for a few months, but I'd field offers on it. I wouldn't be in any rush to sell it, man. Enjoy it while you have it. Yeah, don't do auctions. I mean, an auction house, but then you have to put a reserve on it. You pay an auction house more than you will on eBay. Depends on the auction house, though. If you want a good one, I'll tell you who you can sell it to sell for you. Yeah, 40%. You can give it to gay-ass Probstein. You know that'll get the most value for it. I don't know what he charges for consignment. I should give him all my cards and just be like, bro, sell these for me. I ain't got time. I should just go drive him over to Jersey right now and just give him all my boxes behind me and be like, sell all this for me. 30%? See, I would charge you after fees. Wow. With fees, I'd have to be at 25%, man. Yeah, sell it to Macho Breaks. He can sell it for you in prison for a pack of smokes. Pack of e-cigs now. I could do it, but I have to do 25%, man. And that's including fees. I got to pay taxes on that. Plus the fees, plus 2.9% on PayPal. Plus they'll probably hold the funds. I don't know if they will or not on my PayPal, actually, because I do a lot of transactions. I've never done a sale that big, so I don't know how they work that. I hope it would be instant. I have a good track record. Never had any issues. Yeah, you'll get a $50 Kroger card with it too. A pack of e-cigs, a half butt of weed, and a Kroger card from prison. So glad that asshole got caught. He just puts a bad taste, man. Because you know what? People started saying all breakers are trash, and all because of that guy. Like, there's honest people out there. I'd like to think that you guys think I am. I mean, I'm freaking as honest as can be. I can't stand it, man. People do that crap. That's the only reason why I post in my wall. But it shears people that have never done breaks away from doing breaks. All right, Ozzy Albies on the black. Or silver. I guess they're silver. Not numbered. Why am I sleeving that? Yeah, I know. I hit you a Clemente Jackie relic out. Actually, and by the way, Weber, one of them just sold for 250. That same exact card. Remember, you're like, oh crap, it's only this much. Look again. One just sold for 250 on eBay. That dual relic card I just pulled you out of the 5-star the first time. Oh, that's definitely a red, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Can we get a red auto, please? Can we get a red auto, please? Uh-oh. Could it be an autograph, though? That's what Jakey Boy asked for. Where's Brinson? Ah. Still nice. Out of 5. Lou Brinson. That's going to piss her off so bad. 1 of 5. eBay 101. Fuck. That'd have been a huge hit if it was an auto. You'll still probably get a lot of money for this. Oh, man, she's going to be pissed. I'm going to tell her not to watch this break. I like Sarah. Sarah's a cool chick. She just joined our room. She's fun to talk to. Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. She's going to be livid that she missed that. Your Sharks are on? I ain't worried about no Sharks. I'm rooting for the Caps, buddy. I know. I'm glad that she takes it. I used to have another person took the Rangers too, man. She stopped doing breaks. My buddy Sherry, she stopped doing them. But then she added Carlo Mendo to the room, and that's my buddy. But he only really buys football and Astros. But Sherry used to always buy them. And she used to buy the Pirates all the time, too. I'm pissed. Well, that was when you left for a little bit, Jake. All right, we got Aku again. Refractor auto out of $4.99. Going to Atlanta. Or Athletics. Going to Jake. I think, were you around then, Jake, when Sherry was in there buying them all the time? I think that's when you took a break because your wife put you in check. Told you weren't allowed to do any more breaks. Yeah, it's when you took a break. She was buying the Pirates all the time. It's funny, like when someone takes a break, someone always comes in and replaces them with the teams. I love it. Giolotto, top 100. Now, if I could get a Blue Jays guy in here and a Tampa Bay Rays guy and a Marlins guy, we'd be set every break. Well, I got Brewers now. Jordan's a Brewers fan. We'd be set. We'd never have to run minis. It sucks. It's always like that. Garrett Whitley, turn 2, and Willie Deems. All right, we got Carl Edwards Jr. in the silver. Tyler Stevenson, top 100. Ryan Klesko. It's 8 spots away, man. Benny hasn't seen if the Yankees are still there. Benny usually always takes the Yanks. That's not true, Brandon. I do pull you stuff. Just depends on the break. Wait a second. I never pull you stuff. I pulled you the Tyler Glasnow 101 and NT. I don't ever pull you stuff. That was like your first break with me, too. I never pull it. Sorry, this is a refractor. Nolan Watson out of $4.99, Kansas City. What'd you get, 500 for that card? Come on now. Marlins? Marlins are tough, but Marlins are apparently good in this. I don't know the Marlins guys in it. I don't think Josh Naylor's the guy. I mean, it could be him. But Marlins are selling for 45 in whatchamacallit, in hobby everywhere else, and they're filling. Seems like I'm the only one that can't sell the Marlins. Nice blue with the Biggio's out of 150. It's obviously paper. Going to Houston. Would have been a nice autograph. Yeah, Marlins, they've been, I don't know if they've hit yet, actually. So they're probably due. Oh, you took the Marlins in this, though, so we'll see. All right, guys, 7 left. Box 6. Yeah, you got 500 for glass now. It's pretty damn good. And I told you not to take less than that. And you got it. Weren't you going to trade it or sell it for like $300? And I said, don't. I told you 500 to 700. I don't know how I know my values on him. I don't even pay attention to glass now. I just know how NT 101 sell. And, you know, in rates of different players. Only baseball, though. Football, I can't tell you. Football's all over the place. Yeah, you're going to trade for that Hank Aaron auto. I was like, don't do that. It was like a $200 Hank Aaron. And it was somebody I know, too, but I was like, don't do that. I'm pretty sure it was. Well, yeah, it was one of them stupid buyback autos. They're not worth shit. Like $200. Now, if it was like a certified PSA Hank Aaron baseball, I would have been like, bro, go for it. That's like $700 right there. $500 to $700 for the baseball. But those buyback ones, they don't. You know what the problem is with Hanks is he does too many. Every product that has the buyback autos, he's always in it. So the value's shot. Like that Topps Archives. Which, by the way, guys, I'm trying my best to get that this year. That signature series. Yeah, it's one hit a box, one auto, but we're going to do them as, like, cheap as shit. Like, one box break, $2 a spot, and you hit the auto. I don't think I can get them. Because I didn't order it last year. These are stupid rules I have to deal with. So I'm going to try another outlet. I want to get those, because if we do, like, $2 a spot, 30 spots, someone gets the auto for $2. We'll blow through all them boxes. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to do it that way, but it's better than paying $60, $70 for a random team and hope to hit one. Because most of them are junk, but there's some huge hits and huge buybacks in there, though. It's usually at least two in a case out of 20 boxes. So for $2, you can hit a monster. I think it's pretty damn smart. I'd be all over it. I would just buy one per. Just hope to hit one. It's wasted $2. Oh well. All right, Domingo Acevedo, Yankees. No different than doing a Raz. Conforto's selling really well. Conforto's a beast, dude. Out of 49, best men on the team right now. Him and the other kid. I asked a Mets fan last night on here. But his autos are selling well. I know that. I've been following that. And we're due Mets in this break. So one of these cases, Mets are going to hit big because we have not hit them yet. Which is crazy. But they're starting to come out now. I've been seeing some more posts with them. No, I don't. Yeah, he has a redemption in this. But I've seen some other Mets. Steven Matz has been coming out a lot. We haven't hit Steven Matz, and he has like a cool red ink auto. Huang, Arizona, just a silver border. Matz is going up too, his value. Of course, what's his name has the other pitcher, Syndergaard. He's just fucking killing it. Tell you what, Aaron Nola to me looks better than Syndergaard. I don't care what anyone says. I went and watched the game from yesterday, dude. He was lights out. He looks a lot better than Syndergaard's going to be, I think. Plus, this is Syndergaard's second year technically. He came up early last year. What happened? I guess I can fault you. The Marlins hit every. Oh. Well, I didn't break that much museum, dude. What did I break? Two cases of it? If you guys haven't noticed, I don't like to sit here and break the same stuff. I like to switch it up, man. It gets boring. Like, I move on. Like, when there's a bunch... Guys, this summer when a bunch of new shit's coming out, don't expect me to buy 5 cases of each one. I'm probably just going to go 2. Except for Topps Chrome. I got 8 so far. 4 jumbos, 4 hobby. Don't matter. In Topps Chrome, it don't matter. You can get... The hobbies hit way better than jumbos all day. Nice. Hector Olivera refractor now for the Braves. Nice hit going to Tyler. It's gonna make you happy, sir. Out of $4.99. Mister, I might be in prison soon, but nice. Where was Contreras pulled at? Jeez. We're going to pull a big super, guys. And one of these, we're going to get at least one. I called 3, but we're getting... I'm telling you, I still think we're getting Matus. Had that dream, so we're getting it. If we pull any, it's going to be his. Jake Thompson, top 100. It was on, Brady, that was on Mail Day, I think. I think that's the one I was talking about earlier. We got some shimmer coming up. Green shimmer. Tapia, Colorado. Number 299. I think it was in the Mail Day room. I think I saw that one earlier. You know what was pulled earlier that I said I want to pull at the beginning of this break? Was that Chipper Jones. That's what I saw earlier. The Chipper Jones autograph super. That was in the Mail Day today, too. Personal pull. One box, and I pull this. Get the. I don't believe that. I guarantee you they bought a case. Just that kind of luck. I mean, it does happen. My buddy Pete went in, bought 1 pack of Bowman last year and hit the Jock Peterson super out of Bowman Chrome. He only got like $1,300 for it, though, because he was on a downside then. Victor Alcantara and Joey Gatto. He was on a downslide when he pulled it. All right, Justin Upton. That's just silver. Not numbered. Same LCS I go. Well, I don't go to them as much anymore, but yeah, I saw that too. I don't believe that shit, man. Or like the ones that I can't wait for the ones to start saying they pulled it in blasters because blasters don't have chrome autos. I can't wait to see that. I'm gonna call him out. Mark Appel. Cool, he's finally in a Phillies uniform out of 100. Top 100. His first time pull one of them. I can't wait to see some idiot post that. Oh, I bought 1 blaster, guys, and I hit this chrome auto. It's only paper autos in retail. I mean, I haven't personally bought any, but that's what the checklist says. Yeah, the Pel's doing good, man. I'm telling you, the Phillies are gonna be a solid team in 2 years. Our pitching is there. Our offense is coming around now. Our defense is good. And we got no studs on our team. I mean, Ryan Howard to me is still a stud. Don't get me wrong. I still like the guy. He can still produce. But we don't have any superstars at all. Ryan Howard's not a superstar. And we're killing. We're in first place, I believe. I think we're up 2 games now. Over 500, and we're in first place. Franco's a rookie. He doesn't count as a. Well, he can't get rookie of the year, but he was hurt last year. He don't count as a superstar. Superstars like, I'm talking like Trout status, man. Like, big guns. No rookies are superstars. Chris Bryant, he was not a superstar last year. He was a rookie. I'm talking like Yadi Molina. You know, all the big guys, man. I've been around for a while. We have nobody in that caliber, and we're killing the East again. And I said in the beginning it'd be funny if we won a division. I know it's a long season, but we have every shot, man. We have every shot. There's everybody else in our division. The Mets are starting to slide down already. The Braves suck. Washington, we just swept. The Marlins suck. We have a shot. We bring some of these guys up early. This pitching. I don't know. I don't expect them to do anything there, so. Either way, I don't care. I hope so, man. Gotta get you a damn Brewer hit. Like I said, man, at least it's only $15 down the drain each time. Sucks to buy like the Astros. Whoops. And sucks to buy like the Astros and not hit, you know. But I feel you. You've been buying the Brewers every case, so we got to get you something. The Padres need a damn hit, too. The one night Scott C don't have him, we're probably going to hit something big for him. I know Harper. I don't think Harper's as good as everyone thinks. He's a good ball player, but people, his value jumping that high, I don't see what has he done to make it jump that high, because he's banked a couple of homers. He's supposed to be hitting them. He's been supposed to be hitting them since he came up, and he hasn't. So, you know, for his value already being where it was, it shouldn't have jumped that much. That's just my opinion. I'm obviously not a Bryce Harper fan. I got a nice autograph of him on my wall right here, but I'm not a big fan of him. Phil Bickford, San Fran, silver. His prices are ridiculous. For what he's done in the league, his prices are stupid. Like I said, Chris Sale sells for shit. He should sell higher than Harper. I'm sorry. He's the most underrated pitcher in baseball. Every year, the guy's hot, and just gets, no one cares. It's shitty. Rafael Devers, Boston, at a 250 on the purple chrome. Yeah, it's because he's on the White Sox. Such a good pitcher, man. Just like Hamels. Hamels was a great pitcher. He proved it with Texas, too. But we couldn't score runs for the guy. All those losses should have been wins. We couldn't score any runs for him. He lost all of them by pretty much one run. I think Hamels was top 10. Others will argue with me. People argue with me about Strasburg all the time. Strasburg did have the numbers at one point, but I think he sucks. I think he's dog shit. I don't think he's good. He's not what he was supposed to be. He was a phenom. Then had surgery. You got an auto of him sitting next to Harper. Top 100 Fulmer. Yeah, I told you that Nola Green was a huge hit in that buyback product, man. Right now it's selling for $200. Hold it. Don't give it up for $200. It'll be a $500 card by the end of the year. At least. Problem is people don't really collect pitchers too much. Gerald Cotton, Dodgers, going to Jason. People don't pay for pitchers. Like, they don't collect them as much. Because pitchers are so up and down. Like Kershaw, people collect a lot of, but you don't see anyone really doing a PC of you don't see people really doing a PC of pitchers. It's very rare. Except for that Lincecum nut on Facebook. Dansby Swanson. Why you PC Lincecum? He stinks too. Ryan Klesko. Lincecum used to be a beast, though. I'll give him that. Good ball player. Good pitcher. Madison Bumgarner. Good pitcher, but he's declined now since that World Series. I mean, the problem is they're too up and down pitchers. Turn 2, we got Swanson and Newcomb, just regular. Andrew Miller, silver, Yankees. Alex Reyes, top 100. I used to collect Kurt Schilling. I used to have a ton of Kurt Schilling hits. Ain't worth shit now. Still pissed he got fired for his comments on Twitter. I think that's a load of shit. People argued with me on Facebook till they were blue in the face about that. I don't think he was in the wrong at all for voicing his opinion on that. I don't want people in the bathroom of my daughter when she gets older either. You know, kick me off breakers now. Did you? You probably sold to that guy. Chen, Miami, out of 150 on the blue paper. There's some Lincecum nut on the pages. I forget his name. I think he blocked me because I laughed at him one day about something. I think I laughed at him for collecting Lincecum because he said something rude. And he blocked me like a little. Pretty sure he did. I don't want to talk shit unless it's true, but I'm pretty sure he blocked me. Yep. Severino's nice too, but Severino I don't think is going to have it for a long term. All right, guys, 5 boxes left. Box 7. I don't think he'll have it long term. I think the pressure in New York's going to get to him. He didn't do good in the minors his last year. He stunk. I think the pressure will get to him. Seems like all the pitchers get the pressure to them when they're good in the Yankees organization. Except for Mariano Rivera. That's why he was so great. The guy never choked in his life. Like, look at Pineda. Pineda just went downhill. He went there and is done. Nah, Sabathia even too. Dude, Sabathia got rocked come playoff and World Series time. The pressure got to Sabathia. Why do you think he became such an alcoholic? I'm telling you, New York's a bad place to play sports. Like, that's why everyone keeps saying Bryce Harper's going to go to the Yankees. No way. He'll do terrible with them. The pressure will be all over him. Those fans are ruthless. They'll tear him a new one. Plus, he's not going to shave his face. No way. Now the Marlins are doing that too. Stupid Don Mattingly's making them shave their faces. That's why they're playing horrible. I hate that rule. Let the players look however they want. I think Harper will go to either like the Dodgers or us, even though he hates us. I think he would, because we have a young upcoming team. Because he's a free agent, what, 2018? Or he's going to be a Red Sox guy. I don't think he does anything with the Yanks. I can't see him being a Yankee. Not at this point in his career. Maybe later. Nah, I don't want Trout, Mike. I don't want him. Everyone says that's a stupid move. I think it's dumb because it'll take up all of our payroll. The whole point of this rebuild was to be able to go out and get like solid players, not one huge superstar. He will go. He wants to go to us. He flat out said it in an interview 2 years ago that if he ever had to go to another team, it'd be the Phillies. But we're going to be one of the only teams that can afford him. When's he up? This year? End of this year? Angels can't afford him because Angels can't contend with them because they can't afford them. They can't buy other. That'll be the same thing with the Phillies. They're not going to be able to buy any other players with that. But hopefully we don't need any other players, so we can take them and be great. That'd be sick. I like them, man, but I don't want that payroll. Brian Johnson. I'd rather get like 4 or 5 solid guys for the price of him. That's just my opinion. Jeff Conine. One guy is not going to make your team. It's shown. It's about teamwork, man. You got to have more than one good player on your team. Ewan Lopez, Braves hit again. Refractor auto at $4.99. Going to Tyler. Tyler, I think you got the 2 guys you asked for. You've been wanting these guys. You don't even care about Swanson, you said. Which you should, because Swanson's selling. But you collect them, so you're not a seller. What do you mean he won't be much? Dude, when he leaves the Angels, he'll be still good. He'll be better. I think the Angels are bringing him down. His confidence. They can't even make the playoffs, dude. They got him and Pujols in great pitching, and they can't even make the playoffs. Like, what does that say? And they had Trumbo, which they should have just kept Trumbo. Trumbo's killing it. Trumbo's been good. I wanted him to be a Philly when he got a free agent. Trumbo reminds me a lot of Trout. That was a good outfield with him. I don't know why they didn't re-sign that kid. They just gave him up. Took him a couple years to really get into it, but he's playing well. Tapia, Colorado. Yeah, Josh Hamilton. Well, Josh Hamilton's a Texas native, dude. They got him sober. That's his home. That's his home. Out of 250 on the paper. But Texas is definitely his first home. Well, he didn't get drafted with Texas, so who did he get drafted with? Blue Jays? Gallo's hurt, I think. That's why he's not up yet. I don't know why they didn't keep him up last year. Why they sent him back down was stupid. Just messed up his confidence. I think he got hurt. Cincy, that's right. The Reds got him first when he was a druggie. Julio Urias. I hate this. And De Leon, turn 2. Jose Batista on the silver. Make sure it's not numbered. Nope. Top 100 Oliveira. Hate when the auto comes out in the beginning of the box. Yeah. I don't know why they sent him down. He was doing so good. Guess they didn't think he was ready, man. I mean, I'm not saying the teams know best, but maybe it's something they saw he needs to still work on. Pierce Johnson for the Cubbies out 499. DJ Stewart didn't need any help with his bat swing, and now they're changing his swing. So obviously they saw something wrong. Just sucks. I got a lot invested in him. I hope he turns it around. I don't have too much invested in him. I'm starting to invest more because people are starting to rate me on eBay because they know I collect them, which I think's messed up. Oh well, if I want the card, I'll buy it. That's how I am. I saw a couple of supers today then. I don't know anything about Lucius Fox. Is he any good? No, I didn't see Tom O'Neill's super. I saw Seager's. I saw Chipper Jones's. And I'm pretty sure I saw Tom O'Neill's. They might have been on Twitter then. I've seen them on Facebook or Twitter. There we go for the Orioles out 25. We got Chance Cisco in the orange refractor. Going to Chris D. Yeah, Chippers was definitely in the mail day room. I was just saying I wanted to pull that. I forgot I can't. I can pull the non-auto. I'm a huge Chipper fan. I hate the Braves, but he's the only one I respect. Alex Jackson. Well, him and like Greg Maddux, but Tom Glavine smokes. This is the card I want to pull, damn it. Been wanting to pull that since Elite. All right, 4 boxes left, boys and girls. We're due for a nice color auto here. Actually, what was our last one? Was that a refractor? Nope, that was base. So we're due for a color auto. Seems like it's every other box. I want that bad. Yes, you can. You can still tell, dude. Listen. You know how many supers I've pulled in the past year? I see them before they. Trust me. They slide weird. Like when you know they're there. When you're stacking the cards, they slide all the time. It's a weird surface. It sticks out. Plus, when I'm going like this, guys, I'm always going like this too, so I can see what's coming up. Like I would see color, stuff like that. Trust me, you can see that. You can see the supers. In a picture, you can't, but in person, it stands out like a mother. Last year was hard. Last year, the Topps Chrome, they were difficult as hell. And the Topps Finest, they like no super in them. Yeah, well, duh, man. Trust me, if I pull a super, I'm going to tell you. You don't got to worry about missing that with me. I get stoked. I love supers. I think I'm at 28 in a year. That's pretty good track record. I mean, that's including the prisms too. Like, see, I got like that. There's orange. It's orange paper though. You'll be able to tell on camera. With the lighting I have, it'll bling. It's bright in my room, bud. And then I'm gonna buy a new camera too. I want like a super HD camera. I've seen, I don't know what some of these breakers have, but I like their video quality a little bit better. I mean, I think mine's pretty clear, but I feel like some have a clearer camera. And I don't know how to get it that crystal clear. I've messed with the settings, so I might just have to buy, I guess I can't use a webcam type HD camera. I gotta actually buy an HD camera and put it on a, I don't want a tripod in front of me though. I hate that. I don't want that sitting between my legs. Trust me, man. I love to pull supers. I love bragging about it. I think it's the rarest card to pull in anything. It's like your chances are like 1 in a million odds. So when you pull one, it's huge, man. It's like 1 in a million packs to get one. Auto and non-auto. I gotta beat my Sammy Watkins. That's the best one I've ever pulled. I gotta beat that. Come on, card. It is, man. That's why the guy got caught. It's made a stupid move. That and he's like, whoop. Like, come on, man. He was holding the cards all hard and like, here's paper. He's going like this. I hate guys that do that those side breaks. I hate it. I like front view like I do. That's why I do it this way. Or I hate the guys that go like this. Like, no offense to my buddy P, but he goes like this, and I don't like that. I like to see everything. Edwin Diaz, top 100. He does good breaks, but I hate that view. All right, we got a blue or green, Fulmer and Tim Anderson for the White Sox at 99. Take 2. And he did know what he was doing. I think it is that guy that just got hit. You listen to the voice, it's pretty damn close. Do a voice recognition test on it. I bet you it's the same guy. Wouldn't shock me. I just don't like who called him out, whose video that is. I think he's a douche. Drew Jackson for the Mariners on the $4.99. Jake, Chicago White Sox, and this was you, sir. How do you not know what teams you have, man? You buy the same ones every break. You smoking the weed today or something? You forgetful already? I went over the list at the beginning of the break. Where were you? Bostic. You smoking that crack stick? I just heard that saying. Has anyone started? You said I wish. Has anyone watched that show 60 Days In yet? It's actually pretty freaking cool. In prison, they call what's called the crack stick. They turn a cigarette and they do something to it to make it like a crack stick and get you high. It's pretty funny. 60 Days In is a cool show. These people volunteer to go to prison, basically as narcs, but they want to learn. Like one's a cop, one's a school teacher. There's normal people, and they just want to learn about the prison life, and they're actual inmates. It's not fake at all. It's pretty cool. One guy already got his ass kicked. He left. It's funny. Guerrero. I love the show, man. I mean, it could be boring too, but I love it. Brett Boone. That stuff interests me all the time. I got a lot of friends that have been in and out, so it's fun to see how they lived. Hunter Renfroe. Tell you what, that prison seems pretty soft from the other stuff I've seen on TV. All right, we haven't gotten our extra hit yet, guys, so I'm hoping we get one. Damn, another base auto. Anthony Alford, Blue Jays. Finally, the Blue Jays get a hit. Going to Bradley. What are you saying nice for? We haven't hit anything nice. Actually, I don't know if he's good. Blue Jays have something good in this too. By going off of prices, they're supposed to be a good team. Oh, is that their main guy, Alfred? All right, well, that's a good hit. There you go, Bradley. I said, I don't know all these guys. I haven't hit him yet, so I haven't looked him up. I don't think I have. All right, orange paper coming up. Luis Gohara, 25, going to Seattle. This break seems to go on faster tonight than it usually has, even though we've been on for a while. We didn't really get started till like 10:15, so it's going a lot quicker. Glad you guys don't mind that I take my time with this. I know others, I've seen ones take 3 hours with some people. Ellsbury. I like to make sure you guys see everything that goes around the camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sliding through it. Giolotto. Take 2 with Lopez. A lot of Bowman breaks that them guys don't show half the cards. So I'm always real particular with these products. Joe Carter, Mitch Williams? No way. In what? Not in this. Dude, that would be sick. I'd pay a shitload of money for that. I hate Joe Carter, but I would pay a lot of money for that hit. I love Mitch Williams. My favorite closers of all time, dude. The guy was a wild thing. I loved him. Daniel Ponce de Leon. That's how you say his name. I don't know. St. Louis, green shimmer out of 99. What's so funny about the dude? Mitch Williams was the shit, dude. Yo, he come in and he reminds me of Wild Thing from the movie. He's such a cool dude too. All that paper. Such a cool dude, down to earth. I've met him. He's so awesome. One of my favorites growing up as a kid, man. Used to be a Cubby too. Kaminsky, top 100. No one can ever knock him, man. He threw that pitch perfectly, and fucking Carter got the best of him. They wanted to kill him after that. Like the death threats, he wasn't even allowed back in Philly for like 10 years. Now he's loved by Phillies fans. Yeah. No, the wild thing on the Indians is in this. I'm talking about just in general. No, Mitch Williams does not have an auto in this, but that would be sick to have a dual auto of him and Joe Carter. You know what? I'm contacting Leaf. Leaf will do something like that. Guys, did you see I got Leaf Q in today? Good product. Go look at the checklist. Not a shitty auto in that whole checklist. You can't say I'm bullshitting you. CardboardConnection.com. Leaf Q. Look it up. It's the first thing on the list. It's a hot product. It's like $1,600 retail a case. I won't be too bad on it. Everyone else is charging close to 100 per spot. I'm going to be at 90 or 2 for 170. Guaranteed hit. Everything is a good name. Hulk Hogan sells good. He's not shitty at all. Yeah, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth bat relics sell for a shit ton of money. If we pull that. Yeah, but Mike, go look at the checklist. You can see the football stuff doesn't have a checklist. I can't promise you it's going to be good. This I can promise you that 95% more than that autos. I think Dennis Rodman's the shittiest auto. And Dennis Rodman, sometimes his stuff does sell really well. We can pull the Pete and the what's his face, the Commissioner of Baseball, dual auto. Oh my God, you'd be looking at a shit ton of money if we pull that card. I don't know how many there are, but there's a couple different versions of it. Pete Caminiti or whatever the freak his name is. That'd be my best hit of all time. See, like that pack felt weird. I thought we had a super. It slides weird. Dude, that football, it's hard. I'm done with, I'm not doing any of those kind of breaks anymore, guys. If it doesn't have a checklist, I ain't breaking it. Because I don't, it sucks when you see really good breaks of it. And then I get one and it sucks. Like, I mean, we had a Joe Montana jersey. We had a couple nice hits, but it was terrible. But I can't guarantee you. I mean, this, I can tell you, this is what you're going to get. I mean, this is what's in the product. Take it or leave it. I mean, there's messy autos. There's a lot of good hits in that. Yeah, baseball was good. The first one wasn't. The second one was awesome. The one that you bought outright. And I was going to sell you that 5-star outright, remember? And you said, nah, I don't want to. I mean, you made out better not buying it outright, but remember I was going to sell that to you the other night? I told you it felt heavier to go for it. Something about that case was calling my name. I almost opened it that night, guys, but it was already halfway filled. And I was going to order another one. But I was like, you know what? I don't want it to fill, and then I don't have it. Jesse Winker. Because I was that tempted, and I felt the difference from the night before. When we broke it. Or, no, was it 3 nights before we broke it? Like, when I picked it up out of the box, I was like, this feels heavy. I never had a 5-star case heavy. They're always light. Cincinnati, Gavin Cincinnati. Cincinnati, whatever the hell his name is, for the Mets out of $4.99. Yeah, it was like 3 nights later or something. I ordered it. Yeah, I ordered it next day, and I get 2 to 3 day shipping. So from them. All right, Rafael Devers and Andrew Benintendi. Still haven't got an extra hit yet, so I'm hoping we get something big here. Orange paper coming. Cards are sticking again like the other night. Encarnacion, 25 for Blue Jays. AJ Reed on the silver. Damn it. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the blue on a 150 international team. White Sox. It's paper. 74 150. A lot of orange. It's only in hobby. There's no orange in jumbo. So it's the same amount as orange as always. Everyone has an out of 25 orange card in a set. It's always like that. Seems like you're hitting more in the cases, but it's mostly papers. There's not a lot of chrome. Like people are posting, oh, I got 8 oranges in my case. Go look at them closely. Half of them are paper. So whoever said last night that I saw 8 chrome in a case, it's bullshit. I went back and looked at that. Half of it was paper. You can tell by the shine. Chipper Jones. So we're on average hitting 8 per case. Not autos, but I haven't hit a damn. I hit 1 orange auto. That's it. The Reds guy. I think we hit any other ones. No, we haven't. Nah, there's not more. I think there's more paper showing. Wow, Ryan Klesko for the Braves refractor. Nice. Braves had a good break tonight. 3 hits. Just no Swanson. Number 2, 200. These are tough. I wish we got a color one, but that's the second one. We hit Jeff Conine. Now we hit Klesko. That'll probably. I don't know what he sells for. Klesko was people collect him like crazy back a long time ago. Corey Seager. Someone look them up if you've seen it. Well, I think Arcia doesn't like you or something, man. Gary Sanchez, top 100. I might have another hit in this. That might be considered the case hit because it's one of them stupid insert autos. Or like one of the extra hits, I mean. Kyle Holder, purple. New York out of 250. Marlins never hit. Actually, I've hit a couple. I think I have hit a couple Marlins. I don't know who though. I don't know who to look for. I had to ask my buddy P. He's a big Marlins fan. He had them priced on Jumbo at like $55, so they got to be good if he's pricing them at that. He's a big Marlins fan. He knows who the hell they are. When I've seen on eBay, nothing's really selling good for the Marlins. That's why I made mine as cheap as I could. Damn paper. All right, 2 boxes, guys. They have 2 top 100 guys. Well, why are they selling for shit on eBay? Yeah. That's why you got to get into breaks on this. Don't ever buy your own cases of this. And people are like, well, I will just buy a jumbo. Go look at the prices of retail jumbo. It's another $400 or $500. It ain't worth it. I have my jumbo price cheap, guys. Just letting you know. Very, 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 very cheap. There's guys making a killing off that shit. You're waiting for what? The jumbo to get posted? Gotta fill the other hobby, man. I'll post it right away. I'll post it right away. Told you that was the deal, guys. If I had to buy hobbies to get jumbos, I gotta get the jumbos. I gotta get the hobbies filled too. There's still like 8 left, dude. What are you talking about? You took teams early when I posted. There's still like 8 left in that. Unless you just took them while I've been breaking. It's out of 200, you dick. It wasn't the case hit. Trey Turner gold. Come on, man. Right now, that's the case hit. That's a huge hit. It seems like we're getting at least 1 big hit per case in hobby. So you know what? That's pretty solid. Last year and previous years, it wasn't like that in any cases. You just get a bunch of shit. It's a lot better this year. Blue Jays are a good cheap team if they hit well. Mariners are a good cheap team in this. Like I said, they have that kid on there. Pirates have potential. Phillies are a good cheap team if they hit. Aaron Nola. There's a lot of good teams in this. I mean, just go look at the checklist. Rockies are incredible if they would hit. Yeah, that's a big card for a gold auto, man. That's good for someone that really hasn't played yet. 100 to 50, 200. I bet you it's more than that. Go look on eBay, see what it's selling. That's still okay, but look, Washington costs $40. So you're hitting a $150 to $200 card. I think it'll go for more than that. Well, if it's less, the guy, dude, kid has to play first. He's projected to be one of the best in the league, so let him play and sell it then. I mean, you don't got to sell everything you hit. I bet it's not. I don't compare eBay prices, man, because it depends. There's so many stipulations on why things sell higher, lower, etc. To how many days the auction's been up, to buy it now and best offer, whatever the person decides to take. You can't use them as a price guide. I don't care what people say. It doesn't. You just can't. I mean, it depends on when you post it. Yeah, Turner's going to be really good. Well, I don't know why one sold that low. Now go look at that. Was it a 24-hour auction on the first day that came out? This just came out. It came out Wednesday. Give it some time. Miguel Amante. So people are so quick to freaking sell this shit. And they don't even give it time for people to even be on. A lot of people don't even know it's out yet. like they're searching. Like I'll type in, guys, I'll type in 2016 Bowman DJ Stewart on the computer and nothing comes up. But I do it on my phone and there's a page of shit. So something's going on with the term 2016 Bowman on eBay. Brett Phillips and Trent Clark. Not everything's showing, but on my phone I see a lot more. But it's like that with everybody's autos, man. If the guy doesn't have a great feedback. What if, you know, I just freaking mix all them up. There's so many stipulations. The guy listed it right. Did he list it in cards? Did he listed it as an autograph section? That's the problem. A lot of guys list these autograph cards as in the autograph memorabilia section. It's not autograph memorabilia. It's a card. Alex Reyes. You got to list it in the cards section. It's not going to come up in the search for some people. So you can't use eBay, man. A lot of people don't know how to list on there, and they list shit wrong, and that's why you can get deals. Trust me, I type stuff in all different all the time to find deals. That's how I got so many good deals on my autographed jerseys. Because people list shit wrong. Do your research. You'll figure it out. Spell people's names wrong, too, and it'll come up if they spelled it wrong somewhere else in the listing. Yeah, what was it, 24-hour auction? Okay, when you post an auction on eBay, do you guys know that it takes 12 hours for it to actually show to the public? It shows on your thing. Another Hector Oliveira. What did I tell you? You get one refractor, one base of somebody in the break. Well, this was definitely a Braves case. Going to Tyler. Nice hit. First time we had a Braves case. But yeah, it takes about 12 hours. So you started off at 24 hours, 12 hours, half of it's gone. So there's really 12 hours of public seeing it. Most of the jackasses posted during the midnight time, so it's going to end at midnight or something. No one stays up for that. Brandon Emo. I mean, there's so many different things you have to look at when figuring it out. Ivan Rodriguez. Yeah, I would never do a 24-hour auction. Never. Especially on something that just comes out. Like, people are just so quick to sell. I see gold and orange. Gold paper, orange chrome. Chris Archer out of 50 for Tampa. Gold paper. Like, even if I have a huge hit, I'm putting a 10-day auction up, man. I'm making the world see it. The longer it's up, the more views it gets, the more people see it, the more watchers you get. The more antsy people get, they want to see what the highest bid is, so they build it up. It's the smartest way to do it. Or 7 days if you don't want to wait that long. But 10 days, cards sell better. For the A's, Chad Pinder out of 25. A's have been getting some color. Past two breaks. Going to Jakey. I like 10 days, 99-cent no reserve auctions. I mean, it takes forever for it to start moving, but it moves. Frankie Montas on the silver. Like, I always think, man, this stuff's going to sell cheap, and then like 3 days left it starts going. 10 days is the smartest way to do it if you're going to do an auction, man. Person wants the card enough, they'll wait. On big cards, though, I found it better to buy it now at best offer. Because just because one sold for 70 bucks, if you're the only one that has one on there at the time and somebody wants it, you can get double for it easy. I mean, it just depends on who sees it, who wants it. I've paid that DJ Stewart I posted today. Someone sold one to 1 out of 5 for 20 bucks. Buy it now. I missed it. I'm pissed. That guy put it up. He wouldn't take less than 100. He had a $199 or best offer. Guess what? I wanted the card out of $4.99. Bubba Starling. Remember when this kid was supposed to be all that? Bubba Starling. But I wanted the card that bad. I liked the patch on it. I offered him 60. He said no. I offered him 75. He said no. He said the best he'll do is he had it for 150 or best offer. Best he'll do is 100. What am I gonna say? I want the card. Lewis Brinson. Top 100. Where the hell's my chrome? Alright guys, 1 box left. Still no extra hits, so maybe we're not getting one this time around. What's in this box? That's crazy. People still collect them. I mean, there's Royals fans out there that like them, but he was supposed to be like the next best thing and dropped off the face of the earth. I remember when he was in Bowman Platinum, his shit was selling good. All right, last box. Almost a 2-hour break as always. But anyways, I've been selling on eBay for about, I've had 2 different names. I lost my one because of dickheads on Blowout calling me out for selling a fake. It wasn't fake, but they claimed the Gaudi was fake and got me kicked off. I kept reposting it. And then the bitches, I got it graded and I put it on Blowout and they all shut their mouths. They got me kicked off eBay the first time with that name, so I had to make a new one. But I've been on eBay for about 9 years now, so I know my shit on there. My other account had like 12,000 positive feedback, never one bad feedback. I got kicked off because eBay kept telling me to take it down. I said, I'm not taking it down, it's not fake. And then I got it graded and it came back freaking legit. I said, see? And eBay didn't care. I had to make a new account. I was so pissed. I almost boycotted them, but I was like, where else am I going to sell my cards? That was before they had all these stupid rule changes. I liked eBay then, man. eBay was awesome. Freaking post all kinds of stuff. You can put links in your auctions or other things. You can do all kinds of shit. Now it's like rules, 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 rules. That's why I sold it for 70 bucks if it was the black. Blacks are hard autos to get. I wish Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome still did the black autos. I like the black autos with the silver ink. They're sexy. Not black waves. I don't like black waves. I like just the straight black. With some silver Sharpie or something like that. Cool looking cards. I see purple. See some blue. Do not see a super. Can't believe I haven't pulled one yet. This is crazy. Steven Matz. If I would have just bought one case, we would have pulled one. You guys would have killed me if I only bought one case, so I know it. I gotta find what baseball to do next, guys. Like I said, there's nothing. Nothing for 2 weeks coming out. It's been tough to find stuff. Trying to find stuff we haven't done yet. Even if it's older, there's just nothing there. At least that I can get my hands on for a better deal. All right, Yadier Alvarez for the Dodgers out of 150 on the blue. I can't. I have to buy 2 hobby, and the cost on my end for jumbos just went up another $200. So I'd have to be more when I am. It's stupid, man. It's just how the rules go with distribution. I get a better deal on the jumbo than I do on the hobby, but I have to buy a certain amount of hobby to get that deal on the jumbo. I wish. It sucks. I wish I could just say, give me 10 jumbos. I would have done that. I just would have said, give me 10 jumbos. I couldn't. And I don't want to do all these hobbies, man. If you notice, a lot of breakers aren't. I don't know what they're doing with theirs, but they're buying hobbies too. Brandon Nemo and Rosario, they're just not posting them yet. Which Elite? The extra edition? I think 2014 was pretty good. It's just a long break. This isn't even numbered. Why am I top loading that? I'd rather do the 2015. But 2015 is twice the price. Manny Machado on the silver. Kind of took a while to fill, though. All those hits. I mean, there was like 180 hits in it. Joey Gallo. It's a solid product. Sucks to sort. Not going to lie. With the teams. I mean, I'm not going to ship base in it. You guys saw your mail. Besides, the only team that didn't hit was the Orioles. They didn't get nothing. Numbered card, nothing. But most of you got like stacks of numbered cards and autos. A lot of cards came to you. I don't think we're getting an extra hit this case. Kind of sucks. But I guess it's not like that in every one. Last two we got an extra one. I see some purple. Just paper. I thought it was chrome. Pierce Johnson out 250. Paper. I know Machado's doing good. I'm really pissed. I sold a nice collection of him last year on the off season because he was hurt. I wish I would have kept it now. I got a really good deal on it from a friend. He needed money, so sold it to me for 40. I got 120 for it. Really nice collection. Probably could have doubled that now. Nice, Alex Bregman. Another base auto of him, but still a very nice hit. 170 bucks. Cha-ching! Going to Jonathan. Nice hit. I don't know if he's still selling that, but he was selling for that the other day. Dropped to like 120. It'll go back up, man. Kids haven't even played yet. Everyone needs to stop selling them so quick. Sell the vets that have been around. Sorry, guys. This was definitely a Braves case. Braves got all the hits. Moncada's coming again, man. He was in our first case we did. Devers, but it was jumbo. He's been in a lot of hobbies. Luis Alvarez. Gonzalez, I mean. No extra hit. Oh, well. Alright, guys. Only one more hobby to go. I know a lot of you are waiting on that jumbo. I appreciate you filling these up so we can get that to that jumbo. But that's it. We fill it tonight and I get them payments in. I'll go ahead and do it. I don't want to, but I'll do it. If we fill that football, I'll do that too. I'll wait for the football tomorrow. Most of those guys are asleep now. I don't want to. I hate breaking when everyone's asleep. I feel like I'm jipping you. You paid to watch, you know. All right, I gotta do the $30. That's what you guys are waiting for. $30 credit for the teams that didn't hit. So let me double check to make sure I have it correct. Houston, Atlanta, Blue Jays, Atlanta, Dodgers, Atlanta, Oakland. Did I hit Oakland? Oh, that's the combo. So, Jakey, the combo's off the board again. I'm glad I comboed that. It's making the break sell so much quicker. Reds. Combo. I'm comboing a jumbo, too. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than that, but probably about like 20, 25 bucks. I tell you what, the A's have been hitting, though. San Fran. They hit. And the Orioles hit. I didn't have them marked. They do, man. They hit every break, one or two, and you've been getting a color too. You got a blue auto last night, I think, blue or green. All right. Again, guys, I like hobby better, but I hate that it's just so less hits. Wasn't bad. We got. To be honest, guys, for that retail side of this case, we got a Bregman and we got a Gold Trey Turner. It wasn't a bad case. I want some wow factor out of this Bowman if we're doing 6 cases of it. Moncada was pretty wow, but it's $800-900 card. All right. I didn't realize it was selling for that high when I pulled it. What am I looking for here? List randomizer and dice roller. All right. Red Sox, White Sox, Cubbies, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Angels, Marlins, Brewers, Twins. Still no Mets, guys. Mets are going to hit big. Still not a single Met. Yankees finally haven't had any hits. They always have hits. Phillies. Phillies haven't hit really either. They hit that one pitcher. Pirates. Padres still no hits. Mariners didn't hit this time. Cardinals didn't hit this time. They've been hitting. Rangers got that red, but they didn't hit an auto. All right. So we got Red Sox, White Sox, Cubs, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Angels, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Mets, Yankees, Phillies, Padres, Mariners, Cardinals, Rangers. It's going to be more than 15 this time because the Braves got like 5 hits in that case. Let's roll the dice. All right, 6 times, guys. Good luck. $30 credit. 1, 18 this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it 6? Yeah, 6. All right, so after 6 times is Brewers. There you go, Jordan. You made $15. That just paid for your next Brewers spot. Tell me when you want to use it, sir. Or maybe you can get a $30 team now. Get them Brewers, man. Get you something else. Let me pull you something big. All right. Well, that's the breaks, ladies and gents. Thank you for filling it. Again,